Hi again. Today I want to share with you the one training habit that helped me build a more consistent customer experience in just a few weeks. And the good news is, it's easier than you think. Now, most business owners train their teams on how to use systems, software or tools, but they never really teach them how to deliver service in a consistent human way. And that's why some customers walk away feeling like VIPs, while others are left wondering what's gone wrong. But if you want customers to trust your brand, your team has to show up the same way every single time. So let's break down how you can make that happen in your business. First, you need to set clear expectation. If you haven't defined what great service actually looks like in your team or in your business, then they're just guessing. And that leads to inconsistency and, sadly, frustrated customers. Instead, create clear, repeatable standards for things like how to greet customers, how to respond to complaints, what the tone, speed and language are expected across all channels of the business. This doesn't mean rigid scripts, it means shared values and a clear direction. Next, you want to ensure that you train your team with real life examples. Don't just talk about good service, show them. Use real customer scenarios, both great and challenging, in your training sessions, and have your team role play them. The more they can see and practice those scenarios, the more confident and consistent they're going to be when they're live with customers. Also, ensure that you reinforce and recognise, because consistency doesn't come from a one-time training, it comes from ongoing coaching, quick feedback loops and celebrating when someone gets it right. You could try something simple, for instance, a weekly 10-minute team huddle where you review a recent customer interaction, and ask what worked, what could we do better, and how will we do it differently next time? Because what gets talked about gets repeated, what gets celebrated gets adopted. Okay, so here's your actionable step for today. Look at your current trainer approach. Ask yourself, are we teaching customer service values or just task execution? And then pick one touch point. Maybe it's how your team answers the phone. It could be how they greet a customer in person or how they follow up on us after a sale. And build a quick, clear example of what great looks like and talk it through with your team this week. Okay, let's keep this conversation going. What's one thing that helps your team deliver consistent customer service? Please share it in the comments. I'd love to hear what's working for you. And remember, these tips only work if you work them. So take this idea from theory to practice and from practice to mastery. Because trust me, you are going to thank yourself later. Now you go out there and you make this the year that you deliver unforgettable service that keeps your customers coming back time and time again.